Oh, I know, right.
And,
But I know, I think it was a Mr. Hawkins. I may be wrong, but like I said, I knew you remembered Kieran Thompson because he's a great man. Him and his wife both.
I'll bring
Really.
my list of some of the older
Yeah.
Boaz bus drivers.
Yeah.
Woody Kleins was one
He
of them.
was the Hawkins was, and it may not have been Hawkins, but he was one of the earlier ones. But Kieran
Yeah.
Thompson was the main one that rode the most.
I remember my very first bus driver, Mr. Bill Johnson from Asbury.
Yeah.
He was my very first bus driver, and he was for many years. And Mr. Elmo Kirby, Holloway Abney, Clarence Abbott, Mr. Woody Childers was my bus driver for many years. Woody Childers lived up at High Point above Martland.
Yeah.
So I remember all my bus drivers now. And then I remember Dallas Davidson and Woody Brothers drove my bus up to Northeast, and Mr. Mac Gaultney was my bus driver that transferred me from Asbury to Albertville High School all the 3 years that I attended there. Yeah.
Okay.
So you get to know your bus drivers real well.
Yeah. Oh, I did. And like I said, Kieran Thompson was one of the best. And I mean, he was a great guy anyway. And you know, him and his wife Billy, she was over the lunchroom.
Lunchroom,
in
that's
Boaz
right.
for
She
many
sure
years
was,
too.
yeah.
So
They were good people.
they were really good people. They were really good people. Yes.
Yeah. How many remember the time that you see women and girls, they could be seen out in public with bobby pins stuck all over their hair to hold their hair together? Remember that, bobby pins? How many remember when families had a large, thick family Bible there on the coffee table in the living room?
Yeah.
How many remember when you were a kid, you'd visit with your grandparents, and there was always the aroma of vinegar in the kitchen? Your grandmother used lots of vinegar to cook, lots of vinegar to clean with. We still use lots of vinegar in our house. We sure do.
Yeah, I mean, Shelley's got a concoction that she uses, and it cleans the bathtub.
That's right. How many remember a time when men would fish with a trout line in a creek or down in Gunnersville Lake or down at Aurora Lake?
Yep.
Trot
line, it's strung it across a creek or whatever.
That's right. Gather fish, and then go and gather it up, and you got
pull it up, and you got catfish on
You got all kind of fish. I guess all kind of different fish.
Yeah, you're right.
In the nets. How many remember the small vintage Gulf service stations that had a cable that when you drove across it, it would ring a bell in the shop, let the attendant
bring
know
the attendant out to pump your gas.
Come out, pump the
clean
gas.
your windows and check your oil and all that.
That's right. They would check the air in the tires, add in the tires. They would add oil if you need oil. They'd say, "Hey, you're about a quart low," and you'd get them to do it because you didn't want your car to run low.
A lot of people now, they don't even check their oil. I mean, they just go 5,000 miles and go have it changed again.
Have it changed. Isn't that something?
I know.
I'm still one of those ones that once in a while I like to open my hood and check my oil.
Yeah.
Even though I do have
Even though you know it's fine.
That's right. I sure do.
That's kind of just a habit.
Yeah.
All right, a couple more.
All right. How about remember going out to a service station, and there'd be one of the old upright drink machines out front that you could put a dime in there and get a small 6-ounce Coke bottle of Coca-Cola, Dr. Pepper out, and it would be ice in it. It'd be icy.
Cold, yeah.
Cold, really, really cold.
Yes.
Remember that. And then how many remember seeing a payphone hanging in a coin-operated laundry back in the 50s and 60s? It's always a one that you see somebody go in, put a dime in there, make a call to someone. That's before cell phones.
Right. Back to the drink machines that you used to see sitting in front of service stations.
Right.
You know, a lot of those older ones, you know, you put your money in and you had to open a little door and you'd pull the drink out.
That's right.
You know, I don't know, did you go in Hunt Right Hardware a lot back in the day?
No, only about twice in my life.
Well, they had one of those old ones in there.
That's right.
And when the Boaz Museum opened a couple of years ago, they found Wayne Hunt's sister, Joe's daughter, had that old machine in her place in Jacksonville. And so Wayne's got that old drink machine back in the museum, and it's running. You go in there, and Wayne's got it set up, and you can buy a drink out of there.
Yeah. You know, there's with Albertville and Garnersville and Boaz museums now, people might have collectibles that they need to donate to the museum. In fact, I fixed to take a picture that we found last night of my son Jason getting his first haircut at Ed Howard's barbershop in Albertville. In fact, they saw each other yesterday at a funeral of Kevin Stanfield's funeral at Mountain Borough, and Ed said, Jason told about getting a haircut. Jason got his haircut there from the time he was got his first haircut until Ed retired. But anyway, he said, "Oh, you reckon your mama's got any pictures of you getting your first haircut?"
Yeah.
We went through last night and found two of them.
Well,
one of them he was crying like everything. Then the other one he was laughing and carrying on. So we're going to take those up, and Albertville will make a copy of those and give us our readings back to us.
Boaz, Wayne has said that they can do that, or if you've got any memorabilia that you want to have displayed there,
that's right.
They can display it. It's still yours. You can get it back if you ever need it. So that's a good thing about that.
People need to visit those museums.
Oh yeah, it is good.
I got to get by and visit. I've been by Boaz once, but I'm gonna try to get back by there sometime when I'm off on Saturdays. Wayne's usually always there.
He's up 10 to 2 usually. Yes,
that's right.
Tell us right quick. You got an article weekly in the Advertiser Gleam.
Well, yes, they hadn't published anything here lately, but they've got about 100 articles down there. But they do. When they can, I've published 22 articles since about the middle of November. And I don't know if it's just lack of space or something, but they haven't done any here just recently. I got to call Anthony and see when he's not doing them. But we do. We got one. Do you remember when?
Yeah.
They do about 20 bullets, 20 things like I discussed today, things I remember, and I usually mark it and try to not repeat anything.
Yeah. And then you're on Bruce Underwood's show
every Tuesday morning at 8:05. Yeah, I'll be on his show in the morning. This coming August, I've been on there 3 years.
Okay.
Because I've been coming to WBSA. I got a picture of me standing out in front of the station here when it's WABC when I was 11 years old during the grand opening.
Okay.
I got that picture.
Yeah.
I gave one to Chris and them. They got a picture of me standing there, me and my mother. Well, my mother took the picture, my grandmother and our neighbor out there, Kim, and I was 11 years old. I believe it's October 1959 whenever this station opened. I've been coming down here and been on Beecher's show and then on your show a long time.
All right.
Yes, sure have.
Well, we will see you on the first Monday in June. I think you're down.
That'll be coming up the 5th.
All right. Thank you, Tony.
Okay, Ricky. Y'all have a good day,
All
everyone.
Right. Tony Simmons is our guest right here. Thank you, Fast Fixing Foods, as always, for bringing the morning edition. Tomorrow, we don't actually have a guest tomorrow. Wayne and Beecher will be here with us on Wednesday. So thank you, Fast Fixing Foods, as always, for bringing the morning edition. Stay tuned next for local obituaries, followed by Call and Tell.